Okay, guys. Second episode went really well. Me and JX shoot the shit on different things. New books, Sapiens, North Korea, what we've been watching on Netflix, possible new deal with OnlyFans, NCAA athletes making extra money, being able to make sponsors and stuff, and a bunch of other shits, top to bottom. Hopefully we can keep growing this show and just enjoy giving the extra content out to you guys. So if you could do me a favor, like and subscribe. That'll help out a ton. If not, no problem. Enjoy. Peace.
We are live.
Okay, and we're up and running again. Episode 2. It's July 4th, 2021. And I'm fucking thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be living during this fucking time. I started reading this book. I forgot who recommended it. I think Yuval recommended it in the back of his almanac of Yuval Ravikant, which I recommend everyone read. Easy fucking read, good book. But it's called Sapiens. It's a brief history. It's a brief history of humankind. I'm pretty sure that's the title of it. But dude, it's a fucking crazy book. It talks about the beginning of time all the way till now, and I've never really read like a history book like that. I've never really been into it, and it's funny because the things we think about most is just like the Bible and the stories we hear from the Bible, but it's talking about back when animals, the human species was just like an animal. They didn't know how to talk, they didn't know how to do anything, they just kind of roamed around just like an animal. And then how the years went by, and then they learned how to make fire and how fire changed it for the human. And they were able to start cooking wheat and rice, and then starting to like fight off lions and fight off the big predators and stuff. But oh my God, dude, I've been sick all fucking week and complaining. I'm like, oh, I can't fucking train. I can't do this. And then I hear shit, read books like The Sapiens. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. We're so lucky to be born in this day and age, dude, where we're just so fucking spoiled. We just have light, we have water, we have power anytime we want. We can go to the store and literally buy any fucking food you want. And yet still we find things to bitch about and complain about. You ever think about that, Jay?
Yeah, all the time. Especially like, just like even having my own little apartment or clothes on your back, or even like when I go get coffee, I'm like, dang, like I remember being like super broke where I didn't have anything really. Like I was negative in my account.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have anything to like you said, you find something, complain about, oh, this coffee's shit, this other coffee spot's a little bit better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think about it, like the times when I didn't have anything, or just having your own bed, just like little shit,
and just not stressing too.
Mm-hmm.
Having our own bed, and we're not fucking in a war zone. And then I go to Starbucks. I haven't had coffee or weed for over 5 days. I go to Starbucks, get this coffee. I'm like, God, this coffee fucking blows. Because I didn't want to drive all the way to Driftwood and then be late here. But then I'm like, oh my God, dude.
I just seen this documentary yesterday. The Donut King. Have you seen it? It's pretty crazy. You should watch it whenever you have time. Maybe when fight week or something. It's about
Is
this
it on
guy.
Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu. So this Cambodian guy, he's like a refugee, and he comes over to the States, and basically he learns how to make donuts. He learns how to run a donut shop, but then he at one point, I think he had like over 50 shops in California,
Mm-hmm.
and he became like a multi-millionaire. But the story about him is pretty crazy too, how he came from Cambodia, like third world country, didn't have anything, there was wars going on. And then he came to the U.S.
Just his whole story.
Yeah, his whole story is crazy. He became a millionaire, but then he has a gambling addiction and he loses all the money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I bet that is good. We'll definitely watch that. Because even, fuck, dude. Learning about or hearing Joe Rogan talk about, and even the Lex Friedman talk about North Korea and what happened, I think, hundreds of years ago when there was this lockdown and parents were having to literally eat their children. Eat your fucking children to survive. And if they don't eat their children, then someone else is going to eat their children. So, dude, that's like,
They had to eat them because why? There's no food.
No food, shortage of food, and
Yeah,
someone
that's
else would
wild.
eat them. But then that's where Kim Jong Un was saying like, it's gonna come again. There's rough times coming again, and I don't know if it's from the coronavirus leakage, but dude, I didn't know people in Korea think that their country is like great. They think they're living like they're special, and
They're just brainwashed or what?
they're super fucking brainwashed because in Korea they don't have internet, right?
I don't even know. Let me see.
I don't think they have
Korea
internet. I don't think
lockdown
they have
rules.
like regular TV.
Yeah, because media is a big part of like how you grow up. You know, obviously here we have access to whatever we want. Google literally books, movies, even documentaries. Myth too. They're all brainwashed. There's just a bunch of myth. But the crazy thing is, a lot of people look at the U.S. like we're super fucked up. You know what I mean? That's what I heard.
Really?
Like other countries look at us like, you guys are fucked up. That's what I've heard at least.
Yeah, dude. So for all the shit that we complain about, it's literally pathetic compared to what other people are fucking dealing with. Or people in the past. Like I just started this Sapiens book. I'm gonna kind of keep scrolling through. It's like one of those books that really fucking smart people wrote, so it's kind of hard to interpret a little bit, but it's really fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I've seen this book before. I haven't read it though.
It's good so far. It's good so far. Just learning about history and not from the Bible's perspective. The Bible's perspective, it's like, oh, it all started with Adam and Eve. It's like, did it?
I know.
Just fucking started with Adam and Eve. But dude, no coffee, no weed.
Jesus.
I've been sleeping good though. No weed at all. I've been sleeping. I'm getting deep sleep, which is fucking nice, dude. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, it's easy to say, oh, I'm gonna quit weed. I'm gonna quit weed. But then you smoke it, and you're like, damn, I ain't quitting weed. This shit's too nice. You guys been watching any shows this last week?
Just besides that donut documentary, I watched Snowfall. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's crazy, super good. It's about basically crack in like the 80s, 90s. I think it's more 80s, like before it was like they didn't know what it was. But it's just like a TV show, so it's about this kid.
That's a series.
Yeah, it's like 4 seasons. It's super good. We just finished that, and then the Donut King, and then. But we were watching the 4 seasons for probably like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks. But we watched like 2 or 3 episodes every night, you know.
Yeah, we've been binge watching fucking 90 Day Fiance, dude.
What's
That show,
about?
I don't know why it's so fucking good to watch. I think it's because their relationships are so dysfunctional that it's like entertaining, and it's hard to believe that they're like trying to do this.
I always wonder if like these shows are real or not. You know?
Dude, they're 100% real. There's no way that is all acting. For sure. It's fucking, they're really, really entertaining.
Because it's about what, like they just get married and
They meet online. And then the Russians or the Ukrainians or whoever they meet get their visa, and it's a long process to get their visa, and they come over and they have to live for 90 days before they can get married. So then they haven't even lived together. They haven't even like hung out really, sometimes in real life. Sometimes they have. But then they come over and start living in the USA, expecting I think most of them expect it's going to be like Hollywood or LA. And it's just fucking super, super entertaining. Funny shit. It's just funny is what it is, too.
Did you see this? I think they just announced this, or no? Did we talk about this at all?
No.
Aldo versus Munoz?
Pedro Munoz versus Jose Aldo. That's a sick fight.
Yeah, I think
That's a sick fight. I wonder what Pedro thought when Sugar called him out. I wonder if he's like, no way. But it's funny to me that even Cody Stamen, like, literally begging
I know.
to fight Sean. It's like Sean's not even ranked. Everyone giving Sean so much hate. It's like, fight someone's ranked. It's like, he's not ranked. Holy fucking shit, dude. It's so, like...
I always think about that, too. I think they're just... Obviously, they're, like, jealous how much attention he gets, you know? But it's not... I mean, he's smart at marketing, you know what I mean? They're just kind of... Other people are boring.
Yeah, it's got to come down to jealousy, 100%. And especially, it's crazy how much fucking hate he gets. Like, he knocked out Eddie Wineland, WEC champ, tough as shit, clean, cold, knocked him out. fucked up Thomas Almeida, and just like still pretty new in the UFC. Like it seems like he's been in the UFC a while, but he got that USADA thing, gave him a nice layoff. But dude, everyone hating on the Sugar Show. But it does come down to just jealousy and them wishing they had what he had going on.
I just think it's also like, no matter how, like, even like say when he is the champ, like people are always gonna find something to like talk shit about. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Well, that's what I was telling my Twitch stream. I was like, dude, he literally could fight John Jones and knock him out. And still people are like, yeah, but John Jones hasn't fought for a couple years. No matter what, people are gonna hate.
Oh, for sure. That's like with anything, you know, you reach that certain level of success or even attention, people are always going to find something to critique.
Yeah, is it possible to get to that level of fame and not have haters? No. I don't think it's possible.
Because people like you look at like anybody that's at their peak career, and I don't even think Sean's at his peak career. I just think he's just getting a lot of attention the whole way. Mm-hmm. But like you look at Drake, he's like super, like people still, oh, he's not that good of a rapper, and he has like all these accolades of like 100 billboards. I don't know, just a bunch of music accolades, but people are always going to find something.
It's impressive to me how Sean handles it, though. All the hate, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It really doesn't faze him. But I guess, well, why would it? It's like, dude, you're living in a almost $1 million house. He's got a good family. Doesn't have to worry about money. Still a young kid. It's like, dude, all these haters are like, yeah, you. It's like, dude, you guys are fucking little losers, jealous little losers that probably work shit fucking jobs, and you just get online and just decide to hate on people.
Exactly. Did you see this too, Luis Pena? I think it happened like a couple weeks ago, but it's pretty crazy. I think he went to jail for robbery or something.
And he could face up to 5 years in jail.
Yes, it's released on jail on bond. Faces up to 5 years. So I wonder if they still have to go to court and all that shit.
Charged with 3 crimes: robbery by sudden snatching, battery, and criminal mischief. Pena allegedly assaulting his girlfriend and threatening to kill her and himself. He also is accused of breaking his girlfriend's cell phone during an earlier altercation. Dude, a lot of fighters are like crazy. You almost got to be crazy to fight at a high level for a long time. You got to have some kind of craziness in you. And who knows how much it has to do with they've gotten concussed a lot. I've gotten fucking concussed a lot, dude. Never KO'd clean, but I've had a handful of concussions from boxing from 14 years old to 18, having like 18 boxing smoker fights, skateboarding when I was younger, and then playing football through high school. Boom, getting my bell rung over and over and over. And then for 10 years training and fighting, who knows how much the brain injuries have to do with it. And then, especially, it's crazy too, who you're surrounded with is so fucking big, dude. Who you're surrounded with and what kind of habits they have and what kind of shit are they doing, because you're going to do what you're, especially if it's your only group of friends, you're going to do what they're doing almost no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's what I always think of. I think it's a mixture of probably fighting, and then obviously they don't have good people around them or good like a mental state. It's
and then,
because obviously it says here he got in a fight with his girlfriend, so he's probably like super jealous or something.
Well, and then talking about killing himself too. Like who knows what kind of are pain pills involved, or what kind of drugs are involved. Who fucking knows?
How he grew up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How he grew up, it's just fucking wild to me how... I like what James Clear said. He's like, figuring out... God, I can't remember what he said, so I don't even want to botch it. But he talks about what habits or what from your childhood that happened, what is it still serving you? And if it's not, you got to figure out a way to rewire it. Rewire what happened in your childhood. If you know, it's like, yeah, I had a fucked up childhood and it's fucked me up till now. It's like figuring out what it is and how to fix it. Fucking easier said than done. Because you had a pretty good childhood, didn't you?
I don't know. I had like a decent childhood. I was like pretty poor growing up, and obviously like my mom and stepdad weren't the best relationship. They broke up, and then I don't know, for me, like I never had like a father figure, so for me I'd always look up to like either the older friends or honestly just like movies and shit. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'd be like, damn, like this guy's super cool. Like I'd want to be somewhat
Like
like
him.
him or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think, yeah, I had a decent childhood, but for me, I was just like, man, I have to. It was something always in me. Like I need to just get my shit together and go for it. You know what I mean? Whatever
Mhm.
it is, like whether when I first decided to get my own job, get my own money, not rely on my mom,
Yeah.
get my own stuff. You know what I mean? So it was always very like, I'm gonna do it myself. Type
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You had that little bit of drive. I wonder. It's like when people or kids get sexually molested, molested or something sexual happens to a kid at a young age. I think that really, really fucks with them. Or even we're lucky because we had like parents that loved us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
kids who are getting abused. Their dads are alcoholics, and they beat them up, and the kids didn't have like lots of love. I think those are the kids that really get fucked up when they're older.
Oh, for sure. If especially if they don't like address it, and I bet it's hard because it causes like trauma and shit. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody has a little bit of trauma in them, but just depends how you kind of react to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the levels of trauma, and then
Yeah.
and then I think realizing that's where all my fucking habits and stuff are coming from, and trying to rewire it. Easier said than done, but
Cause like for you, you know how like you're a Jehovah's Witness and shit, and you didn't grow up with like birthdays and shit like that. Is that why you kind of don't really care about them still?
oh, for sure, for
'Cause
sure.
it's
Well,
kind of still
holidays.
instilled in
Well,
you a
if
little
you
bit.
think about it, that is for sure, I think. But then you think about holidays in general. It's like, what the fuck are holidays?
I know like 4th of July. I don't know.
They're
I don't
just
want to get people mad because it's like the country and shit, but I don't know really like
well, 4th of July is I feel like a little bit different
different.
because it's Independence Day when something happened. Who fucking
Yeah,
knows?
we don't
We're
even
too
know.
stupid.
I know.
But dude, Christmas,
Yeah.
Christmas, and then birthdays. Oh no, birthdays you got to have a big party.
I know.
You
I
got to
know.
stress your poor parents out,
That's
and
true.
they have to go buy a bunch of shit that they can't even afford. They can barely afford fucking food for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christmas, all the kids at school are getting all these toys and gifts. So then your parents got to go get a credit card to go get you some toys and gifts on this fucking day.
I think it's finding that balance, but yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, I enjoy just like, for me, I think I enjoy Christmas because it's like where my family doesn't live here, so I have to go out to Mexico to visit them. So it's
so
like
it gives you
time.
excuse to
Not
go see them.
I don't ever see them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I guess excuse. But I would want to like, I thought about that too. It's like, why do I have to see them on a holiday? Why can't I just go mid-year? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of
But
planning
still
on.
brings families together,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then they hang out and stuff.
But then it is different because remember when I was telling you when I went the other, I think like 2 years ago, and I was like, man, it's not the same as I kind of remember it. You know, when I was a kid, it was more joyful. Now we're all adults, and now I see like, I don't know, I'm more matured, so I'm aware of like, oh, like I used to look up to my uncle right here, but it's like,
Look,
why did I really look up to him? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like not talking shit, but like my views on life are different than his now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like he's very like money driven and like very like I need to do this, do that, like always trying to stay busy. And for me, like yeah, money's a big thing, but at the same time, it's like a happiness and money. I don't think they equal. You know what I mean? You could be a
Yeah.
millionaire, but it doesn't equal like happiness necessarily.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you're constantly grinding for money and then wealth and things, it's like, dude, you're not gonna find any happiness in that.
I think I got that from like Tim Ferriss too. He's like the 4 hour work week. He talks about that a lot. Like just about the equivalent. Like someone could make like 60 grand a year and someone could be a millionaire, but that person that makes 60 G's is way more happier than the millionaire because they have more free time and they're spending time with their family or doing stuff that they actually love. Versus like millionaires, they must be like constantly busy. Like I need more money. I need more money. They're so stressed. They're not even enjoying the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck yeah.
So
Yeah, I was talking about that in this flow book Brandon Harris gave me too. Similar things. It's crazy in all the different books. A lot of the stuff is the same. It's just that it's said different.
yeah.
The message is different. But some people interpret certain things and then they don't interpret the other things. So you kind of need that. But yeah, I was. People have been talking about this a lot. The girl who got kicked out of the Olympics, the 100-meter Olympics, for smoking weed.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then there's the transgender woman. I want to know if this transgender woman that's in the Olympics for weightlifting, did she get a sex change? Did she get her Did she get tucked in?
Google it. Tucked in.
Because where's the line gonna come? Because if someone, there could be a lot of males. Like, okay, I could sit here and think like, what could I win at the Olympics if I could just say I'm a female, get it legally changed, start. Like, does she have to take hormones? Does she have to have the sex change? Or can you literally say, no, I'm non-binary, or I'm a female now. I'm a transgender woman, and I want to compete in Olympics, in boxing, say.
I know.
I want to go box or wrestle with the females. It's like there's got to be a line where it's like, okay, no.
Yeah, that's what Jordan Peterson always talks about. He's like, I get you guys want to do that, but, like, scientifically, we're different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Many researchers and experts are encouraging approaches that go beyond physiological criteria to better recognize the complex social, strict biological understandings of athletes' gender experiences. A growing body of research also shows the importance of ethics and human rights as the basis for developing sporting policy. It's crazy the whole like non-binary. I'm not saying what gender I am. It is becoming more popular, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Because even when I'm swiping around a little bit on Tinder and Bumble and stuff, I'm like, looking at profiles and they say handful of them say non-binary. I'm not saying what I am. I'm like, damn, that's pretty fucking crazy.
I think it's the younger people doing it more too, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
And then this girl, she tests positive for
weed.
Weed.
Let me see. Let me try to pull up that article.
Test positive for weed, and then now she gets kicked out of the Olympics, and it's a 100-meter race. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
I think a lot of people were tweeting about it too, like a lot of other I think Jeff Nowitzki, the UFC guy that runs what does he run, USADA or whatever?
Yeah, he's the head of USADA.
He's like, imagine losing out on Olympic bid, potentially Olympic gold medal, and millions of dollars of endorsements over marijuana and for a 100-meter sprinter. How is that an advantage for dangerous for a sprinter? Like, just kind of going off on it. And then people were just, like, talking about Michael Phelps. They brought that shit up, too.
Like, caffeine, dude. Caffeine is way more of a performance enhancer. Like, almost proven. I think it is scientifically proven that caffeine will enhance your performance. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Performance enhancer. Can't spell.
Caffeine is well known to enhance and
prolong
exercise performances. Most specifically, 3 to 13 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight have shown to improve exercise performance. But still, the whole weed thing, it's like, oh my fucking God, dude. It's so annoying. But in other countries, you can literally go to prison, can't you?
I think so, yeah. Not everywhere is like a green light, like you can't just smoke weed, like how I mean even here, remember, it wasn't
I think in some countries they even talk about killing you.
Really? Drug or weed?
I'm trying to think where I heard that from. Who knows?
Like over here, like Afghanistan, wherever these places are, Algeria, Albania. But yeah, I wonder what the consequences are. I'm not sure what.
Fucking head to the pen. Head to the fucking pen, baby. Dude. So OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that thing that they're trying to take off, like, all the sex shit? Like, all the girls stuff?
They're trying to take it off?
They're trying to clean it, yeah. So OnlyFans is trying to clean it up.
I thought they were just going to add to it and start adding athletes to it and athletes and different stuff.
Because what I was told, like, that's how Patreon used to be a little bit. Like, kind of how OnlyFans is. Girls were using it, like, the same way. But then I don't know why OnlyFans kind of just
took off.
Yeah, like
because OnlyFans came to us and said, because we're on Patreon right now, all our content's on Patreon. But they came to us and they offered like a decent amount of money
to switch over,
and offered $25,000 in like advertisement for our page.
Oh, sick.
But then they're, I guess in the contract they're saying how we have to post 8 times a week, and then they want us to go live backstage for Sean's fight. It's like, fuck.
Kind of do.
I don't know. Well, and then OnlyFans takes 20%, and I was looking at our Patreon, and they take like
Less.
probably 16 to 18%.
Mm.
So it's like, fuck. It would be kind of a pain in the ass, but who knows?
Yeah, because it says right here, see, OnlyFans is looking to move away from adult content to become more mainstream. So people were just kind of joking, like, damn, these girls are about to lose their main sense of income. Like, you know how all those girls are just balling off.
I wonder if they're saying they're going to move away from it, or just they're going to promote other like athletes and stuff like that.
I wonder, is that why, because you know how Mayweather walked out with the OnlyFans hat? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're like already starting, obviously, with like athletes, like, hey.
Yeah, I think he has one. But it's almost smart. There's probably more guys on OnlyFans than people on Patreon, because not a ton of people use Patreon. And when they do use Patreon, they gotta click in their card, do all this. A lot of guys already have a ton of memberships on OnlyFans that subscribe. So
I think too with OnlyFans it's a little different, because I was looking into it. It's just like a flat fee, so it's like $30 a month subscription, and you get all the content. Versus, you know how like Patreon you had tiers.
Oh
yeah.
So OnlyFans, would we pick the?
Yeah, you get to
price?
pick like however much you want to charge a month.
Huh.
And the thing about that too is like people can also like tip you on top of that. So it's like a tip jar type of thing, where they can still give you more on top of your membership if
just
they
to
like
support. Yeah,
just to support. I don't know if Twitch is like that or something.
Well, that's nice, because Patreon we have the different tiers.
I think it's better to have a one flat fee so people aren't confused. Like, what? You know what I mean? It's just one flat rate and you get all the content. Because
a lot of people want to support and want us to keep pushing out stuff, so they subscribe for the biggest tier, but then we run into issues with that and them getting all the content. So OnlyFans, if they can tip to them, it might be a good thing.
It might be better, because a lot people message me from time to time saying that they have issues with Patreon, saying that the content's not showing up.
Yeah.
And that they're like subscribed to what it should be. You know what I mean? Like the $5 tier, and that video's not popping up. So sometimes I'll like send me a screenshot of like your membership, and then I'll just send them a link like of it. So I've been doing that lately. So it's not the first time people have DM'd me like, hey.
Yeah, I think on OnlyFans too.
Did you see this?
Oh yeah, Jessica
Eye on OnlyFans.
I thought about shooting her a little sub on there and just see if we could see a little bit of nudity.
She's probably just like this.
But like, I think it's mostly butt cheeks. Butt cheeks and training. But I was like, dude, even if we're putting some fighting techniques, some funny clips, I think we could do good on OnlyFans. But the thing that's nice about OnlyFans is that I don't think you have to upload to YouTube to put it up there. I think we could record a video straight up from our cameras or phones and upload it to OnlyFans.
I don't know what all this stuff is. Oh yeah, people are just reacting to Jessica Eye shit. That's funny. She's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do OnlyFans." Huh?
Yeah, I think she's pretty hot. I think she's fucking pretty hot.
She's still in the UFC, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she is or not.
But yeah, I think it'd be nice.
You think it'd be good?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people are talking about the Bill Cosby thing. Did you read into that a little bit? Let me pull up like an article. People were just
saying, getting released, right?
Yeah, I think so. After all that shit he did to the girls.
Fuck, dude.
Let's see. Is a free man.
Damn, overturns his sex assault conviction.
You just have a good lawyer or what?
Fuck, probably, dude, probably. The stunning decision in the case of the man once known as America's Dad reverses the first high-profile celebrity criminal trial of the Me Too era. The panel of the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court judges said in their opinion that a former Montgomery County District Attorney's decision to not prosecute Cosby in 2005 in return for his deposition in a civil case was ultimately used against him in that trial.
Yeah, that's wild. People are just like kind of going crazy on social media. I just see like Twitter. People always react.
Damn, 3 years in the pen, big Cosb.
I know he's super old too.
That's crazy. And now the NCAA, now athletes can start making money compared to when they couldn't, which is good.
What, the college players?
Yeah.
Where does that say that? Oh, right here. Or were you just thinking of that?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of that. That's because that's
pretty crazy.
And now they can get sponsorships and endorsements, like, because before you could be like Reggie Bush. He got the Heisman Trophy taken away from him because I think they found out he got sponsored.
Yeah, something like there was a lot of, I think that even with I was trying to think, Kobe, they did that, like there's a lot of they couldn't prove it, or like LeBron too, they would give him like a bunch of cash under the table type of thing, or they would buy him like cars and stuff when he was in high school before he went into college or some shit like that.
Damn, that's gonna change the game for some of those really star college athletes, because they'll probably be able to get deals with Under Armour now, Nike now.
It makes sense.
Be fucking balling out. Balling out.
I wonder what happened with this whole crypto shit. Something about I seen these people tweet out drops one member. I don't know too much about these people. These are like Twitch
This is
people,
all
right?
the phase is like
Gamers and
a not just gamers. They're content creators. They have like phase content creators, and then they have phase gamers.
Okay, I never really knew what it was about. I thought they were just gamers or something, but drops one member, suspends 3 after alleged cryptocurrency scam.
What was the scam? What did they say the
I don't
scam
know
was?
if one of the members was like promoting a crypto or some shit and scamming people, because I don't know, there's a lot of like people are talking shit about Bitcoin now, saying that it's just like down.
Oh, we're involved in launching a cryptocurrency called Save the Kids, which released in June. The currency was an alternative to the likes of Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. The difference with the Save the Kids is that a percentage of the proceeds were promised to charity. The members of FaZe Clan involved have been promoting the coin to their fan base. Those who purchased the coin found themselves losing lots of money as the value plummeted. This occurs when investors sell their tokens as they gain value. This mass cash out is referred to as pumping and dumping, and leaving new investors caught out with a considerable loss.
That's wild. Kind of reminds me. Have you ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same concept, or what?
Yeah.
I don't know too much about stock and shit, but it gives me the same vibe where they would have people invest and they take the money out, and then the investors just don't get shit.
Oh fuck. That would
just
be fucking
rip them
brutal.
off. That's wild, huh?
I know. Those are always interesting. Like, did you ever watch the documentary called? It wasn't Fire, was it? It was
What was it about? Investing and shit?
No, it was about this kid that was promoting this huge party.
Oh yeah, I think it was Fire or Fry or some shit like that. FYRE or some weird shit.
Yeah, that was a good documentary, wasn't it?
Yeah. He fucking scammed everybody. That's hilarious.
Yeah, so fucking Tuesday we leave for the fight. I'm pumped. The new opponent, I was watching some stuff on him. It's like,
is he decent? Shit.
You could pull up his name, pull up a
name?
little video of him real quick.
Or some shit.
Chris, Kris, Moutinho, Moutinho. Is
he pretty decent?
Dude, it's just people aren't doing the things that Sean's doing. And they don't have the money to. A lot of the times, dude, he pays Dan Garner good money to get all his stuff sampled, and he literally eats what's perfect for his body right now. You go to the Campbell Moutinho one on the top.
I didn't see that. This one?
Yeah. And Brandon Harris, the consistency with Brandon, dude, is next level. Sean is fucking explosive and fast, and a lot of bantamweights aren't doing what he's doing. Like, look at this kid.
Seems pretty
He's
sick.
on the right.
This kid, yeah.
He's fighting a guy who's 5'6", 5'5", and this guy fucking clubs him and rocks him. But again, it's still a fist fight. That's the thing. You can't go in there and expect to half-ass it and still, like, you got to be ready, dude. Fighting's crazy. Anything can fucking happen. So it's got to be my job and Sugar's job to, like, keep that motherfucker mentally prepared. But when the lights turn on and the crowd's fucking roaring, Sean's going to turn on for sure.
Yeah, it just reminds me how, like, LeBron spends, like, $1 million a year on his body.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people aren't doing that. And a lot of people see Sean in the social media and him fucking around. Yeah, and they don't see all the other shit.
I know, that's true. I just think he just fucks around all day.
But even holding pads for him and seeing his growth over these last 4 or 5 years and grappling with him and just kind of like feeling how much he's changed, and he's still like growing by leaps and leaps and leaps. After this fight, we're going to start twice a week having full practices that are just against the wall.
Ooh, that's nice.
Have different partners, different pros, different level of wrestlers come in there and just against the wall grapple for 30, 45 minutes. So then, because that everyone's goal is going to be get in his face, put him against the fence, get in his face, put him against the fence, and it's easier said than done until you stand in front of that little fucker.
For real.
Yeah, but this is a big stage for this kid. The crowd's going to be fucking enormous, dude. And he's either going to come out and be really stiff from the moment, which I kind of think is going to happen, or he'll come out and be nice and composed. But either way, having to fight in 10 days and be ready for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I wonder how this kid was like, oh shit, like on his end, his point of view, like when they gave him a call, like, oh shit, I'm about to fight on the fucking Connor card.
Well, it's like, okay, you say no to that opportunity, then you're going to fight in another local show for $1,500 to show and $1,500 to win, maybe, or $1,000 and $1,000. Or you say, God, it sucks though. It's like, I got to fight Sean in front of millions of people on 10 days notice, and now I have to crash diet and cut all this weight. It fucking sucks for that kid.
Did you watch the countdowns of Dustin and Connor?
I did.
It's pretty sick, huh?
The countdowns get a little bit fucking boring to me.
I know with the Connor ones, they kind of just like keep repeating, obviously, what you've been doing. So
who do you got, Connor or Dustin? Give it to me right now.
Honestly, dude, I don't know why I'm leaning towards Dustin a little bit.
Are you?
I don't know why.
It's hard to vote against Dustin because he's such a fucking cool, and you can tell he's just such a genuinely good dude. But I'm leaning towards a little bit Connor.
Really? Fuck. I don't know. It's like it's a coin toss.
It is. Whoever lands first.
What about Gilbert Burns, Wonder Boy? I got Big Gil.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Stephen Thompson, he'd be a nightmare to fight, dude. He'd be a fucking nightmare to fight.
Big Greg Hardy. Why does he always get so much shit just because he's like...
I think he used to beat women or something.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Beat up some chicks.
But he hasn't been doing MMA for that long, right? From what I understand. Like a couple years, maybe.
No, but he's just such a fucking big athlete.
And
then... But... You've been watching any of Chael's videos talking about Sean?
Yeah, just the one I sent you guys. He's always like on Sean's side, you know. He never really talks shit about Sean. Just really like, kind of it was funny. He's like, I don't know what Sean's rank. He may be number 7. I don't know. He just like gassing Sean up. It's cool though. I'm excited to see these fights too.
Dude, Michael Pereira and Nico Price. That fight is gonna be fucking wild. Super fucking wild.
That's crazy. Fucking Ryan is just like on a winning streak, right? And he just on the prelim card just can't get a fight. Nobody wants to fight him or what?
Yeah.
And then what's next after that?
Next one after that, we have Islam Makhachev and Thiago Moises for the main event. Jeremy Stevens is back. Oh,
we got another fight.
Damn.
Oof.
What do you got the rest of the day?
After this, probably just edit this, and then what's today? Sunday. Probably just go home, hang out. Usually just.
Is niece off today?
Yeah, she's off on the weekends. That's when we usually hang out, but a lot of times she has stuff to do in the mornings too. Like she's gonna go get her nails done and just like little shit. Go with her fam.
Nice.
Probably just hang out. But yeah, yesterday I took some pictures for like the product stuff. So gotta edit those pictures up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just edit.
Nice. I think I'm gonna probably go to open mat. Hopefully roll a few rounds tomorrow. Teach in the morning. Competition training after. Go home. Try to hit a stream. Probably pack all my shit. And then Tuesday we head out for the fight week. Should be pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, we're running at 38 already, so
that's perfection.
Cool.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.